is a place very far from this world. And the only way you can get there is through music. Remember, only music can set you free and fill you with energy to life. Be prepared for a new music transformation, and in a moment, you will be transported to this place. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
We are live. This is the Hip Hop Pharmacy. I am your host, Rod the Reflex.
And I'm your co-host, Lady Brown.
And you're listening to the most controversial hip hop show and talk show on your airways, the Hip Hop Pharmacy. You can listen to this show normally every Monday through Thursday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on Spreaker.com or on your Spreaker app. You can download the Spreaker app on any smart device from the Google Play Store or from Apple iTunes. You can also follow this show by following us on social media at Facebook.com/The Hip Hop Pharmacy, Instagram.com/The Hip Hop Pharmacy, Twitter.com/The Hip Hop Pharmacy, and on all Amazon streaming devices throughout the entire world. We are global, people. We are global. Y'all are already, I got the hate mail. Y'all were upset. It's like, wait a minute, y'all gonna have a controversial ending on one show and then not be here for a whole week? Well, I'm gonna explain to you why we weren't here. A radio personality's worst nightmare. Any radio personality will tell you the number one thing that radio personalities dread is,
just like a singer, just like a
same thing with singers.
That's what's going on with me now.
Is laryngitis. You cannot do radio if you cannot talk. And that's exactly what happened. We went to get you exclusive information from the Chicago Auto Show.
Absolutely.
We were there. Everything was good.
I got to do interviews,
exclusives,
got
free
to test
food,
ride
all
Jeeps,
that great stuff.
Jeep Renegade. I got to test ride, not drive, because they don't want me to drive. They not ready for that.
The Bentley, the Aston Martins,
oh my God,
all of
that new G-Wagon, that Mercedes new G-Wagon, that Maybach, that drop top Mercedes,
the Jaguar F-Pace, the Jaguar truck.
We got pictures, so y'all got to make sure y'all go buy
all that's coming.
We put all that up. We got all of that for you.
All of that is coming, and then the next day, bang, could not talk. I was out of there. I was completely out of there. Luckily, my voice didn't go out until after I did the Meta Golding interview. So I did the Meta Golding interview, and then that night I was completely gone. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get it back in order to do the show. I gotta get it back in order to do the show. And then what happened? It didn't come back anytime soon. So I was like, I'm gonna cancel the show, but I'll be back. We'll be back the next day. And then the next day came and it was worse. I'm like, damn.
That's how that works.
So I was like, we might as well just cancel the whole damn week. So
not today.
I'm still not 100%, but as you can hear from my co-host, now her voice is out. But the difference is,
I might like, oh, that just hit me in my mouth.
We're having technical difficulties in the studio. Shoe Chef is in the building. Big shots out to Shoe Chef. Y'all better check her out on
Check
her.
out Street Talk
Radio. She
doing
some big stuff with Street Talk Radio. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
I helped her with that. That was a good thing. I helped her engineer that. That was dope.
And I'm putting it out there, Shoe Chef. If you don't have me on your show, if you don't have us guest appearing on your show, it's gonna be a whole misunderstanding.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm gonna turn your locks into a Jerry curl if you don't have me on your show. I swear to God.
I second that, co-host.
It's going to happen.
So I think we need a formal invite.
You will look like Michael Jackson after the Pepsi commercial if you do not have me on that show.
She don't want us to do her like we be doing everybody else when we drive by and taking over their show. She don't want that.
That's what it is.
I know what her show is.
That's what it is.
We'll roll up on it.
See, she had me on her show when she was on Windy City Underground.
She ain't asked me.
I was on the very first show she did on Windy City Underground. She ain't asked me.
I don't think she liked my voice. Do you hear it today,
she didn't know you at that point.
Do you hear me right now? I'm talking about today.
Oh.
She ain't asked me.
You hear her now. She's making a plea, Shoe Chef. She's making that plea.
Just a show, nothing else. Just a show.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Shoe Chef. But anyway, I'm just letting it be known. You need us on the show. What, you afraid we gonna say something? You already motherfucking know I'm finna say something. That's what I do. Say
something ass.
I say stuff. I'm like Bernie Mac on the radio. I'm the reincarnation of Bernie Mac. Like he said at the end of, remember at the end of the King's Comedy when they was all out there outside with the basketball, they afraid I'm gonna say something. You motherfucker, right, I'm gonna say something. That's exactly how I'm approaching it. Yes, I'm gonna say stuff because I'm the host of the Hip Hop Pharmacy. We're the host of the Hip Hop Pharmacy. This is what happens on the Hip Hop Pharmacy. Stuff gets said.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna say a whole lot of stuff today because I had a week of silence.
Oh
so
boy!
You know
Pray
some stuff
us,
gonna
please.
say.
Pray for us.
There's gonna be a whole lot of stuff.
He was forced to be quiet for a week.
I'm finna talk about this new disease going around.
What?
DNS. DNS is hitting us very hard out here.
What the hell is that?
DNS, for all you who went out to go see Black Panther and all, and you got black folks who got negative stuff to say about Black Panther, y'all suffer from DNS. Disgruntled Negro Syndrome.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Support it because it's a Disney movie.
Let me tell you what they kept saying. It was born. No, it wasn't. You thought it was born because it flew over your head. Because if you caught what it meant and where he was trying to go with that, and it wasn't even just about black thing. It wasn't just about black. At the end, it was about uniting. Right. All together. Or you start within your people first and then you unite. But that went over their head. That flew over their head.
I'm finna break all of you DNS Negroes completely down off all that bull y'all was saying all on social media. Because I read it all. I looked for it all. And yes, it was a lot of DNS going around. This almost became pandemic. It was a Disney movie. Y'all wasn't supporting Django Unchained and Birth of a Nation. Why are we supporting a Disney Marvel movie? It was still a white movie. Negro. I'm going there. Also, Fergie sang at the.
Oh my God, I died.
Fergie sang at the All-Star NBA All-Star game
anthem.
Butcher.
Let me tell y'all, I can sing the national anthem better than that. And I'm not saying my voice is bad. My voice not even bad. But right now, my voice is horrible, and I still can sound better singing the national anthem than she did. I looked at that this morning like this, like, oh my God, why did she butcher that song like that?
And I'm finna break down my top 5 performances that I feel was
national
just
anthem.
as bad as hers.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm gonna tell you what the worst one was.
Before you even get into that, I don't know why she, like I said, auto-tune and reverb has been saving some of these people's lives on the album. So you can go in the studio and I can engineer you all day long and make you sound good. But honey, it was not enough reverb. Whoever was doing the mixing in the front of the house there, they could not save you, Fergie.
That's why
they couldn't save you.
Do like Whitney Houston did and record the whole national anthem and just lip sync and play it while you standing there.
Like Beyonce did at the inaugural.
That way you can make absolutely positively sure you get it right. Because it was done 2 weeks in advance. You got it right.
Do you remember that's what Beyonce did at the inaugural? Yeah.
Beyonce did it. Whitney Houston did it. We still talk about Whitney Houston's version of the national anthem being one of the best ever heard.
Of course.
But she was smart enough that she pre-recorded it.
Even though she would have blew it away live, I believe.
But some of y'all get out there with them egos, thinking I'm finna sing it.
Then she changed the melody. Then she called herself trying to change the melody. Okay, you changed it and you still butchered it. Oh, I'm like, oh.
You're not Lenny Williams. Don't do the Lenny Williams with that.
She tried it.
Girl, you know I. Oh, say, hey, can you see? No.
You seen it. You heard it. You heard it.
Also, we're going to talk about on the show. Because, I got some stuff to say. The burnt mango and the shooting that took place in Florida.
What's going on with him and Oprah?
Him and the burnt mango. I'm so tired of this man. I don't know what the fuck to do. This burnt ass orange. And I think they wiretapping me. Because I got a phone call on Sunday from ain't no such thing as a phone number where the number is all zeros.
I get those too.
All zeros. Oh, y'all trying to infiltrate me.
I've had that done a few times and I don't answer.
Plus,
I don't answer numbers I don't know.
I'm going to let y'all in on a great documentary that I watched over the weekend. If y'all haven't seen it, I'm going to put y'all up on game because I'm going to post the entire documentary online on the page so y'all can see it. Some of y'all need to know y'all history. It's called Black Panther, the Vanguard. Of the movement, and it's not about the character Black Panther from the Marvel universe. It's about the Black Panther Party,
starting with Huey P. Newton,
and it came on PBS this weekend. And if you haven't seen it, it will open your eyes. You will learn the truth,
what the movement really was about and what it was trying to do for our community. A lot of people don't understand that.
It was not a gang.
It was about doing for our own community within our communities.
And see, it touched me on a lot of levels. It touches me on a lot of levels because those of you who have been following this show for any length of time know that my mother was a member of the original Black Panther Party.
It was in Cali. Come on, let's keep going.
And because she was instrumental in the creation of the meal program and she was a part of that movement, and the fact that I've made no bones about it, and people up here at this school know this, I am a second generation of the Black Panther Party, and I have worn my fist at this school before as Ms. Z about it. I've worn it in her class, so I have no fear in my heart about saying that yes, I was a Cub. So some of y'all don't understand when I say I'm a Cub. So I'm going to break down what the Panthers really mean and the offshoots and some of the things that took place that you don't commonly hear about.
They'll see it in that documentary once you post it.
Y'all don't know about the Soledad brothers and the BGF and what happened with the Soledad brothers. I'm going to break that one down for you. I'm going to break down the Black Liberation Army. I'm going to break down how Huey P. Newton was killed in a botched drug deal. How he went from being the leader of the Black Panther Party to nothing more than a Suge Knight wannabe. It's sad how the party got infiltrated. I'm going to break down William O'Neal. Oh, some of y'all don't know who William O'Neal is. Let me tell you real quick who William O'Neal is. William O'Neal was Fred Hampton Sr.'s bodyguard. He also was an FBI informant who was the person who infiltrated the Chicago chapter of the Black Panther Party, which was instrumental in him being assassinated, murdered, and killed over there on Madison Avenue.
Man, do you know?
And them committing suicide when he walked out on the Eisenhower Expressway because he didn't realize he was going to be completely ostracized.
Do you know? A lot of people don't understand as far as with our history, especially with the civil rights movement, how some of our leaders who have been killed, how their own are the ones that set them up. Even Martin Luther King. And one of the persons that's responsible for his death is still here in Chicago to this day.
I'm gonna
leave that with you.
Think about the fact that Malcolm X was shot by a black man. He was shot by a black man. He was murdered in cold blood by a black man. And that will break down to why while I am a Muslim, I am not a member of the Nation of Islam.
Say it again. I got out of that so fast, baby.
And I never was a member of the Nation of Islam, nor will I ever be a member of the Nation of Islam because of it. But we're not going to go into all of that now. We're just letting you know what's coming up in the show.
Yeah, I first went into that. I did it in the military, and I came home seeking that out, the religion here as well. Went there, I walked out. I couldn't deal.
Plus, of course, the interview. You know her from the movie The Hunger Games. You know her from the TV One original movie Behind the Movement, the life of Rosa Parks. The one and only Miss Meta Golding. I sat on the phone with Meta Golding. Beautiful lady. Beautiful conversation. And she gave me some insight on some stuff that she would love to do. Dare I say, she wants to be the first black Cleopatra in the first black Cleopatra movie. We're gonna discuss it. You're gonna hear it from her mouth to your ears. But before we go into that, we're gonna go into this. We're gonna give you this bus of rhymes featuring Missy Elliott and Kelly Rowland. Get it. Oh, we're about to get it today, right here on the Hip Hop Pharmacy. Let's go.
Flip it, tip it, dip it, yeah. Get it, flip it, tip it, dip it. Oh yeah. Get it, flip it, tip it, dip it. Sick. Get it, flip it, tip it, dip it. Let's go. Dress ready to impress. Fresh up in my Louis suit. Step up in the club, bitches line up ready to salute. Let me squeeze your juicy fruit. Mommies call me Huey New. Dapper like a cracker, that's an actor getting movie loose. Get on your mark and get set, ready, go. Funny, but these niggas already know that when I get on microphone, yes, I done already shitted on niggas' miraculous flow. Got niggas trying to repair all the damages low. That's an emphatical no. Slap 'em up, bundle these niggas like packages, wrap 'em and bandages slow. I see a lot of bitches and they hungry for. How a nigga coming, always be figuring it out. Pause for a minute, then I feel a little slow. Black, then I throw the rest of it to every hoe. Why y'all over niggas money slow? Peep gang, come up money, come retarded now. This shit's here, be the anthem for all of my bitches and every one of my gangsters, yo. Gangsters, yo. Get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
Yeah.
Get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
Oh yeah.
Get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
Sick.
Get it,
Let's go. Pop to the pop, drop like a drop top. Everybody looking when I step up in the spot. See the way I rock, I'm hot, you not. Everybody wanna clock, man, get off my job. Everybody know misdemeanor don't stop and my records don't flop. Got the game on live. Not TikTok, 6 carats in my watch now. Kiss my ass, haters, kiss rocks. Get it, money, I get it. 100 grand in the club, I spin it. You lose, and I'm winning. Y'all ain't doing nothing new, I been did it. Now come at all, you better come with it. Money in my bank be 7 digits. See me buying bottles with no cash limit. Flow be tighter than skinny jeans fit. There is no competition. I got the one, no competition. Lick a gal, no competition. When we come through to the fool, better run. One about me, well, you a dumb. Not Kelly, but I give a motivation. My style, you not taken. I'm Missy, money make gun. Get it, flip it, tip it, dip it. Get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
So good.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, flip it, tip it, dip it. Get it, get it, get it, get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
Here we go. Y'all niggas already know what it is. Y'all niggas already know what I do. Every time we step up in the spot, homie, I'ma take your shine from you. Homie, you ain't got the slightest clue. Diamonds that shine with the brightest blue. Niggas try to throw that money, how we throw it? Funny, but the money on a diet too. I ain't even doing why they try it, boo, cause I throw bread till the nigga tired. Broke nigga leave until they gone. Homie, get a little inspired too. Ain't shit till another amp is smoking. Spin till I'm looking like a Martian floating. Motherfuckers looking at me all weird. Funny nigga, you ain't see the God is smoking. It's like they turned the lights on. See the way we shine, bitch. You spend till your bread gone. We spend like it's a crime, bitch.
Homie, now throw that bread like you don't give a fuck. Yeah, shout it. Go ahead, bend over, pick that money up.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
Yeah.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
Oh yeah.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
Sick.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, flip it, tip it, dip it.
Fuck these racist white cops killing us with bullets. I ain't a cop, but I spit like I'm corrupt and crooked. We in this game, we fucking took it. I mean, it's crip of blood, so we took it like Williams, and plus we should get. Plus we should get tired of coppers capping niggas. I won't stand for it, I'm one of them Colin Capper niggas. Of course, black lives matter, but it's hard to tell. Blue lives don't matter to me, I'm Gargamel.
In my waist, I park the steel, then I bear cock your wife. Either way, when I pull out, it's the stop life, can't stop dice. I'm usually known to start shit. I live in the booth, it's my studio apartment.
My lyrics got them spooked like movement from a carcass. I rip in the booth like the suit that go on Clark Kent. I can touch your heart when I'm talking to a person. It's almost telekinetic how my thoughts can move a person.
I'm the human version of mutants purging. I'm shooting verses unforgettable, unkillable, spittable syllables, unfuckwittable. I'm music's virgin, the crew insurgents, me and my peers murky while I'm crying, go fuck yourself. Now that's a tearjerker.
My sheer purpose is to persevere from here to steer further. Won't stop till I'm swimming in gold and I'm a silver surfer. We calling all squads, they've been warned. This Friday the 13th, cause this the day you saw Jason born. Yeah, they've been warned now, it's finna go down like this. Yo, it's been a minute since you heard a click of niggas spitting with a sound like this. I can off him with the pistol. Off him with the pistol, I mean literally drown in piss. Then I'm finna go pound your bitch.
Hit it with 1,000 sick verbals, hit it with 1,000 clips. Murky, spin them around in 6 circles, put them in the ground real quick. Me and my niggas don't fuck with you lames. Fucking with us, get us luck in your brain. Lyrical genius running our veins, they call us the untouchable gang.
The fucking discussion, our bust is the name. Nobody is fucking with us, you insane. Fuck what you hovering or puffing, and fuck if you hovering in public, cause nothing will change. Poor man poster boy, I hit swishers with my eyes on that poster boy, that big picture.
Flip scriptures, God MCs, I flow create religions. Your clique's a non-profit organization like atheism. The way you judge raps, your hearing is preliminary. Keep a little pump to put mumble rappers in the cemetery.
Missionary mixed with dictionary, I'm a dick with diction, wishing scary niggas with this already. Then I'ma hit you with that disc record. Yep, it's getting petty. Call me Petty Kruger, shooting extras like movie directors when I'm with extra shooters. I move chess pieces with telekinesis. You leaking intelligence when I blow your melon to pieces. I'm a pedestrian stepping on 7 seas. That mean I'm the melanin Jesus. Even the devil agrees. Shit, you couldn't put together a better MC's list unless you travel back to the past and settle the beef between the West and the East. So Big and Machiavelli could each get resurrected, but veterans resting in peace will be like, yep, he wrecked it. I'm Tupac in a new body, too hot for the Mojave. You probably finna get shot in your Bugatti. Jesus fucking Christ, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'm sick as Jesus fucking Christ or Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Please compare me to Moses. You see that heaven that's chosen me. If you fuck with God's son, then be prepared for the locusts. Yo, these rappers claim they dope, Debo. That's what they'll never be. You couldn't sway me if you sat next to where Heather be. Real niggas rapping here, mumble rap, fuck out of here. Down a glass of beer, head rushing like Vladimir. Talent level out of this stratosphere, but pockets still got rabbit ears, cause these platinum rappers is stacking balladeers. The greatest of all time can diss me, go ahead. I make Jamaican curry soup, it's made with the goat's head. I come from the bottom, had to see the floor above me. My life made me crazy like Theodore Bundy. I need some more money, but don't think me or more is money. I love to feed the poor and hungry, I mean me of course, dummy. I ain't a killer, but don't push me on my Machiavelli. When I unveil the Mac, I call it a Machiavelli.
Every rap is deadly. You niggas know it's murder behind these bars, like when an inmate stab his celly. I snatch souls, the repo coming to repo. I post your murder on IG, then my people repost. If you talking stripes in this game, then I be the referee. This game is dying to cancer and we the chemotherapy. Please don't step to me, you need my weaponry. I send you to see your heavenly father. I'm out with the COF and B. I be a GMC, I don't mean no SUV. That Black Hawk talk, I don't mean like I speak in parakeet. In love with my bread, I asked her if she would marry me. Bring the beef, but nothing come between me and Sarah Lee. Every word is gory, I send you to purgatory. Y'all write about love, stay in your lanes, word to Tory. I eat them seeds, don't bring them whack verses toward me. You'll wind up fucking 8 like you was in a 9-person orgy.
You rappers gay, taking DNA, word to Maury. You can only kill Kenny in South Park, certain stories. Nobody's fucking with Kitty though, I'm as live as a streaming video. You as fake as the world be in the globe, charged up like batteries when the weed enters me. So when I connect with my plug, I gain energy. Cell phone shit, I get a finger to my enemies, cause they remind me of touch screens, pure sensitivity. Gotta swipe data, basically entice chicks to swallow down lows just to have it in their memory. You don't need a camera just to picture me rolling. Sticky tree, I get the vividest imagery lyrically. This the definition of an extra vicious exhibition of excellence, giving death to niggas like a Texas prison. With every sentence that I neglect to mention, I'm a fucking problem like a sex addiction, bad as a meth addiction.
This an exorcism as soon as I pull the ghost out. When the bread pop up, I pull a toast out. Now your necklace missing. Like 50 Cent, I'm effing sipping. My glass half empty like pessimism. These bars different like extradition. You imposters are sponsoring nonsense. My double entendres launches your conscience. My mantras align with Solange's. Fubu, you boo-boo. The cops are monsters from Wisconsin to Compton. I'm Bumpy Nucky Thompson Johnson. I'm just God sent. Come for me, I'ma see ya. When I reach cross-dresser, I promise it's not Medea. Them llamas are vomit hollows to follow your mama Mia. Yeah, you niggas dick riding to get hotter than gonorrhea. But I'm like a sick nun describing a diarrhea. I never gave a fuck when I'm talking the illest shit to put bodies in mausoleums. Killing you rappers ain't a hard job. I'm Jesus turning water to wine. Call me the bar god. Nobody fucking with our squad, cause we too hard, cob. Yeah.
At you like it, Mustang. Sweating me and mine, I better dollar your stank. I've been on the left coast, learning new West slang. Naturally better, versus them is like Flint to a couple rain bars. I'm on par with Rocky and Clubber Lane Posse. No, I'm possibly the best they ever seen. Yeah, I'm possibly the best you ever seen. Young Goo yelling, I should rap more. I'm known to black out, y'all resemble the Oscars. Flow so much, I need lifeguards. Not like Rikers, them some whole new bars. Influenced by many, but I'm a whole new star. Yeah, there's levels to this, but I'm a whole new floor. They talking keys to success, but I'm a whole new door. Still slipping through traffic, screaming that the law. Or breaking the law was too much to ever ignore. I've been exceeding the limit since I had an accord. Always had a need for speed before I met that boy. Ninth wonder, I spent the summer bumping woo. Now they like woo. Been hearing you for a few now. It's true, too many came with ya. Hope you know the realness in that bar. I know some rappers only nice to me is just stars, who really just afraid cause they know I go that hard. Asking if so and I gon' rap together, yeah. Don't worry about it, I ain't worried about it. There's room in this game, it ain't crowded. Aiming at the top nowadays, y'all worried about Miley Cyrus. That's a tear in my eye that I ain't cried. There's some paths to a milli, homie, you ain't tried. I count 10 by 5s, I'm always halfway there in my mind. It's on you to catch up this time, cause you know I'm a rolling stone. Tutankhamun was Africana, you a black diamond. No too many stars turn to comments. We run from the comics until we subjects to the comics. I'm a hero, don't be stressing the zeros and the commas. Looking anacondas, know they coming with apples and oranges. Satan playing me, I ain't Adam unless we talking about bombing over Baghdad. You look bad trying to spar with me. I'm a lethal weapon, a saber, a razor, Darth Vader, Al-Qaeda. Every friend of Jada that set it off. I'm a midget in labor, delivering babies the size of Raiders. The pain is what made it. Ultimatums got none, so don't come looking for favors. I'm tired of you fakers, Carolina, but I still rep the Lakers. West side, east side, every side. My ties good with my neighbors. Double back on my sins and pray one day I'm good with my maker. Tomato, tomato, don't apply. You better watch what you say to me. Everything ain't okay to me. Everybody won't cater me. Though I know I'm a child of destiny. Fulfillment is up to me. Up to your neck and debt for every bet you threw up against me. Lord, listen, forgive me. I ain't got no sympathy flowers. They say it's better to die with pride than to die as a coward. I say some situations call for our pride to be swallowed. So we live to watch payback come in the form of good karma. Cause you know I'm on my rolling stone. And then I keep turning. Keep trying to hold on. Maybe you should learn choosing up. Choosing up. Choosing up. Choosing up. Choosing up.
Y'all heard what he said, right? Loving you is all I wanna do. My whole life. Rhapsody. Please let your brother Busta Rhymes elaborate on this topic a little further. You know the subject of love. Let me get on my Barry White shit real quick. Royal Empress Queen. Damn, I so adore you. There's so many ways to describe this love I've been holding for you. I've been looking for this forever. Been searching abroad for that original woman loving, the nurture to God. The power of your presence speaks even when being silent. Universal alignment. I respect your refinement. The focus to blossom this love is my only assignment. I want to provide and take care of you till we approach retirement. And when you talk, your words remind me of beautiful speeches. Say to myself, I thank God for these beautiful creatures. Usually deep will be the feeling every day we meet up. After you rub my face while I'm kicking my feet up. The way you hide inside is such a beautiful reminder. The type to make me comfortable putting my seed inside her. You're such a writer, love how you're such a fighter. And I wish that I could find a way to multiply her. I give it to her gentle, then I emulsify her. And when she asks to have it, I smash till we both are tired. Put your hand up in the air, girl. Let me shine my light up on you, Earth, while you in here, girl. Damn, you got me swaying, girl. What makes it hotter is mommy a God-fearing girl. Yeah, baby, you special. You're one of one. If the decision's up to us, we ain't never done. Let's get back to the fun.
I finally got a chance and now I'm living life. I done it once before, that's why I did it twice. Achieving what you can't believe in, I'm fiending to get it right. I'm squeezing till we even, I'm bleeding, screaming to get to Christ. Boss of the underworld, Neil Delacroix. Hold a Beretta close under my leather coat. Y'all niggas better hope I don't revert to all my street tactics. The modern day Sonny Liston. Listen while I defeat Cassius. I'm underrated, understated, underappreciated, under the watch of them secret agents. I've been 10 years and still I'm fighting for respect. I got the game hostage with a rifle to its neck. A bastard in his life, but a disciple in his death. So when I die, I don't gotta cry, cause I was Michael in the flesh. Jordan Jackson, hold up, I'm just paying homage to the grace that was before us. Should've stayed in college, I was weighing bagging dope up. Now I get acknowledged and they say I'm about to blow up. The memoirs of a nigga that been hard. These last 10 bars is as sharp as a gym star. And I'm far from a gym star, but I ball like Lamar Odom. Crack dealers getting rich, cause you know that Lamar owed 'em. You know that these bars golden. And next to being power, you know that the God's chosen. The last of a dying breed. Last of a dying breed. The last of a dying breed. Last of a dying breed.
Why bitches be buying purses, I be buying hearses. Cause I buy these verses, I be nurses, shit, I be murking, and I be working. 12 years a slave to this rap game, master my craft, but still contemplate shit I bad came. Cause the game ain't how Biggie left it, or Pac left it, how Big Pun sold the Slim and the Rock left it. Rappers making pop records, sucking cock to get to the top, I do not get it. This kinda pathetic, I'm kinda poetic. But that shit don't get you justice, feeling the feeling I can't be fucked with. I've just been cut from a different fabric of maverick. I've been graduated, fuck making a freshman class list. You niggas classes, and my nigga, I'm classic. I'm not a Catholic, but I spit to the masses. They acting, but I refuse to be typecasted. I'm laughing. Don't like me, then kiss my ass. Then imagine if there were more of us. Then my soul said, just don't let them get hold of us. Yeah, they notice us. Even when they pretended they don't see it. I guarantee that they iTunes got that Nazi shit, that 3D shit. And they probably won't admit it, cause my ass and my titties, they neglect that I got lyrics. Previously I was a dealer, and I ain't talking about Phyllis. Now I am a killer, so if we talking the illest, then you gotta mention me. Balls like a penitentiary. Coincidentally, I've been schooling since elementary. I'm the illest in recent memory, so I guarantee when I'm finished you gon' remember me. Queen.
The last of a dying breed. Last of a dying breed. The last of a dying breed. Last of a dying breed.
You see these rhymers, I'm bored like rhyming, they got me around prima donnas. I read the comments, what they writing to it. My block niggas ain't on the net, they ain't the type to do it. Rappers, they nervous when they greet them. I treat ciphers like I'm sharing at an NA meeting. See, I'm the last of a dying, I'm rapping, rapidly firing. Wrinkles in my mama's face, now I'm carrying iron. I'm gradually flying, beats I burn them down. Since I left, I've been on the rising. Since arriving, I've noticed the producers doing the most work. They introduce us as artists, still I can get you both heard. Ransom, you know me, I'll body this with an old verse. Staying long hair like Samson, we getting strong first. I mean, we cut from the same cloth. I stay in bitches' ear like the rape sloth. I was told I was Superman with the cape off, but Cooper Coop with the pan, see I can bake soft. We back to crack, whipping 2 pots at the same time like I'm doing the Cabbage Patch. Matter of fact, Fat Boy Fresh is bubbling. I salute the shooters that's left like Chris Mullin. Shit, get it? Chris Mullin was a lefty, and you niggas trash, 2 hefties. Gossip.
Yo, it's your girl, Chantel Stereo, on the beat to the R.A.T. When I'm in the shop, I'm live and direct, baby, with Rod and Reflex all day, every day. 60644, baby, 312-773. I don't know all them new area codes, but beat to the R.A.T. That's me. What up, Rob?
We are back. This is the Hip Hop Pharmacy. I am your host, Rod the Reflex.
And I'm your co-host, Lady Brown.
You really think you gonna come off like Busta Rhymes at the end of that song?
I didn't try to. I'm so sorry, you guys. My voice, okay, let's be honest. My voice is naturally raspy and deep anyway. So when I'm hoarse, and I know this probably sounds horrible in your headphones, I'm sure. Yeah, this is what I sound like. I'm sorry. Some people might like it though.
But some people are up here like, Jergens. Where's the lotion? We're not condoning that type of mentality on this show. We do not want you to talk about these type of things. I don't want to know about your jerking off habits. Please, no. But we are going to let y'all know about these weather habits, because weather out here in Chicago is being real disrespectful. The weather, as always, is provided to you by AccuWeather.com. You can download AccuWeather on any smart device from the Google Play Store, from Apple, iTunes. Currently in downtown Chicago, it is cloudy with sprinkles of rain throughout the city, with a high of 53 degrees. Yes, it's winter. It's February. It's 53 degrees. And expect a low tonight of 54 degrees. Yes, it's actually going to get warmer tonight.
I know y'all just heard that. I know y'all just heard me jump.
It's actually going to go up tonight. It's going to go from 53 to 54. And here's your 4-day forecast, starting with Tuesday. Rain with a high of, get this, 61 degrees. But then it's going to nosedive by 40-something plus degrees to an overnight low of 29. That's disrespectful. To go from 61 degrees during the day and drop clean down to 29 at night.
They're trying to kill me. You see what I sound like, right?
Wednesday, intermittent clouds with a high of 36 degrees and overnight low of 28 degrees. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high of 40 degrees and an overnight low of 35 degrees. And your weekend starts Friday, cloudy with a high of 44 degrees and overnight low of 34 degrees. That is your 4-day forecast provided to you by AccuWeather.com. Go to your closest clinic. Go to your nearby emergency room or hospital, and you know when you go up in there, you know now they got those little masks. I call them the Michael Jackson face masks. I'm going. Go there.
So Michael Jackson,
grab about 5, 6, 7 of those masks, cause you go get you some masks, get you some gloves, get you some of the antibacterial soap. Go and get the hand sanitizer, stock up, because the temperature is going high and then it's plummeting low, and there's going to be a whole lot of folks catching the flu and pneumonia and head colds and every damn thing else.
So I see Michael Jackson is your go-to person when you're trying to tell a joke.
And the bubbles and Miss Michael. So get the face masks, get your antibacterial soap, wash your hands with that. And I'm finna put y'all up on game because some of y'all are not doing it properly. Now, as a person who used to be a tattoo artist, yes, I used to be a tattoo artist, the green antibacterial soap. As any real professional tattoo artist, they'll tell you about that green antibacterial soap, which is really, really good. And you can buy it on Amazon. Buy that soap. Wash your hands in warm to hot water. Lather your hands at least 30 seconds to 60 seconds in time. Rinse thoroughly. Wash your hands clean past the wrist. Some doctors, if you go to doctor's office, they go clean to their elbows. Now you're not performing surgery, go to the wrist. Now, once you've washed your hands, dry your hands. Preferably if you got one of those hand dryer machines, do that. But make sure you dry your hands thoroughly. Don't damp dry them. Don't damp dry because you're defeating the purpose, because more bacteria will actually be on your hands if you damp dry them. You want to dry them thoroughly. Then follow back up with the hand sanitizer. And when you leave in public bathrooms, use some paper towel and grab the doorknob with the paper towel. Because here's the thing, when you're using public bathrooms, you know, half of the people don't wash their hands, and you don't know how many hands have touched the doorknob. Something as simple as the doorknob can ruin your whole entire next 2 weeks because you are sick. So just be cognizant of that. Get your, if you're drinking at public water fountains, preferably get your cup. Don't put your mouth all up on the. I don't understand why people do that anyway. But here's the thing. And if you got small children, make sure your kids don't do it, because kids are notorious for doing that. make sure you have your cup. Get your water that way. Or buy bottled water. Or buy boxed water. Things of that nature. Make sure that you are doing those things. Don't make me have to play that song again. Please don't make me have to play the 12 Commandments of Health again. I will play it again. Because there's a whole lot of hacking and coughing going on out there. And if you're on public transportation, I'm the type of person, I'm rude as hell. If you're on public transportation, don't be doing all that hacking and coughing and don't cover your damn mouth. Make an attempt. You said sitting there. I'ma cuss your ass out. I don't give a damn if we all on public transportation. Cover your shit up. Just because you sick don't mean you gotta contaminate the whole damn bus or train car. This ain't 28 days later. We ain't the infected. I'm not trying to go out with you in the zombie flu apocalypse because you don't know how to do simple stuff that you should have been taught when you was 4? Just be aware of these things. The weather is working against us, people. But if you do it smartly, you can survive this winter without catching that flu. Is that flu bug that's going around this year? Oh, it's claiming lives. It's taking lives out here. And now it's time for that segment we call Tell Me You Did Not Just Say That.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say it. And like I said, it's been a week. It's a whole lot of stuff I gotta say. First of all, Fergie. Fergie. Oh, Fergie. Fergie. Formerly of the Black Eyed Peas, Fergie. Was at the NBA All-Star game. Sang national anthem. Or that's what she claimed she was doing. Sang the national anthem. And she tried to do a blues rendition of it. And
that was blues?
That's what she claimed.
She's
claiming blues.
I don't even think it's a genre.
Blues.
I don't think that's a genre for what she did.
I had the blues watching it.
Dude, she knows she just messed up her career.
Fergie tried something different. Real different. With her version of the national anthem at the NBA All-Star game, and not everybody was amused by her attempts. The former Black Eyed Peas singer slow bluesy rendition of the Star Spangled Banner on Sunday night wasn't particularly well received at the Staples Center or on social media before the 67th edition of the NBA Annual Showcase. A low chuckle rumbled through the sold-out arena after Fergie finished the first line of the song with a throaty growl on the dawn's early light. That's when it went downhill for me. At the dawn's early light. She sounded like Patty and Selma from The Simpsons. I'm just saying.
She was off key, and I don't even know what key she was on.
She was holding a bunch of keys. Instead of singing one. She had all the keys. I think DJ Khaled was upset. It was like, you supposed to gave a major key, not all the key. You sang all the keys. And you can't sing all the keys at the same time.
She did.
She tried.
She did. That's pure talent. Y'all just don't know it.
She was like, I can sing an F sharp, E, B, A, and D, all in mixed order at the same time. Didn't work though, Fergie. Didn't work. Also, in news of the Jackson family, Giovanni Jackson is coming out with a tell-all book. Now, for those of you who listen to this show, who've been following me for years, when I was still doing the Gutter House, I've interviewed Giovanni Jackson before. And it's a sad story. She's coming out with a book titled Bastard Child. And for those of you who are not familiar with who Giovanni Jackson is the youngest, the true youngest child of Joe Jackson. That is the child that Joe Jackson, the patriarch of the Jackson family, had out of wedlock after having a 25-year on and off again affair with Giovanni's mother, Miss Cheryl Terrell. Now, she is speaking in this book because she's speaking of how, despite even Joe's efforts, which to Joe's credit, he did try to integrate her into the family, that the Jackson siblings weren't having it. And how she felt that she was mistreated, she was shunned. And here's the thing, from my interview with her, and it's been some years back and all, you do kind of feel bad for her because it's not her fault. She didn't ask to be born. The affair was between Joe and her mother. She's the end result of that affair. All she wanted to be was to meet her half siblings. And she speaks of when the first time she met Michael, she went to Neverland Ranch, and how Michael embraced her daughter but didn't embrace her. And how the only two siblings who even halfway showed any type of an interest or any type of you're a sibling of ours, was Rebe and Jermaine. That she was basically shunned by everybody else. All the other siblings was like, you're not one of us. Even though, if you look at Giovanni Jackson, which I have had pictures on the Gutter House and I will post them later, she clearly looks like a Jackson. She is a Jackson for real. Joe Jackson's genes are very, very strong. Because if you look at Janet and all of them, they all basically have a lot of Joe's features, just like Giovanni has. Giovanni looks like a very heavy set version of Janet. That's really what she looks like. So you can't deny her that she's definitely a Jackson. True to life, she is that. And she looks like she falls in that family line. So here's the question. What if you found out that one of your parents had an affair and had a child out of wedlock, and that child gets a little older, and this child, he or she, just wants to meet their half siblings? Are you gonna hold the transgressions of the parents against the child? Or are you gonna be the bigger sibling and say, you know what, even though my mother did this, or even though my father did this, it's not your fault. We gotta try to make the best of the situation. You're here now. So hit us up, facebook.com/The Hip Hop Pharmacy, and let us know how you feel about that. Do you feel that Janet and LaToya and all them were wrong by just shunning her? Or should they have made some sort of an effort and be like, you know what? Even though you're not Catherine's child, you're our father's child. And you're a Jackson. And here's the thing. Here's something that she's mentions in the book. She has a very good relationship with Catherine. So Catherine doesn't have a problem with her. Catherine don't have a problem with her. Joe don't have a problem with her. It's the kids that has the problem. It's Janet and LaToya and all the other siblings that have the problem. Catherine has no problem with Giovanni. Because Catherine being a Jehovah's Witness, she's more or less like, you know what? my ex-husband had this affair, and while I'm upset with him over it, it's not your fault. You know, so she never held that against Giovanni. So I feel like this: if Catherine don't have a problem with her,
nobody else should.
Nobody else should. I understand that you might feel some sort of way initially,
but she didn't. That's not her fault.
That's not her fault. She didn't ask to be born.
When do we start taking responsibility for our own people out here, man? Regardless of if it was out of wedlock, cheating, whatever it was.
She didn't ask to be born. She was just brought into a circumstance and a situation she had zero control over. And she has the last name Jackson. Sure, Catherine is not her biological mother, but Joe is her biological father. So she is a Jackson, just like Janet, just like Randy, just like Jermaine, just like Reby, just like Michael, just like Jackie. She is just like Tito. She is a Jackson. She may not be a musical Jackson. She may not be part of the musical lineage. And guess what? She doesn't want to be. She's not interested in that.
It's a little too late for that anyway.
Right. She's made it clear. She's not musically inclined and doesn't want to be a part of that.
She might be talented in something else. They may need her. They better stop.
She was a baggage handler. She was a baggage handler at an airport. That's her job. That's what she wants to do. She works a regular 9-to-5 job. Takes care of her child, comes home, works hard. That's all she is. But she can't help the fact that her last name is Jackson and she in that family line. She didn't, and here's the thing, she never came to any of the Jacksons asked for any type of money. So even in that, I'd be like, you know what? She ain't even asking for no money or no fame. All she just wants to be able to say is, I'm accepted by my siblings.
Damn.
That's all she ever asked for.
They better get their man right.
But see, there's some other stuff that go on with the Jackson family. We ain't gonna talk about how
people
Jermaine,
having kids and other people taking care of them.
How two of the Jackson brothers married the same woman.
Yeah, they did.
And they both have children by this woman who are technically half siblings and cousins of each other. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about the fact that we still believe that Janet has an older child that Reby raised that she still denies.
Yep.
Or the fact that she ran off as a young teenager, underage, mind you, and was married to one of the DeBarges and lied for years about that. Lied for years that she was married to James DeBarge. It wasn't until maybe the last 5 years that she finally said, yeah, I was married to James DeBarge. But guess what? James always said it. James was truthful from the jump and was like, look,
I got that young snatch.
I got that. I hit that.
That's my young snatch.
And I believed James when he said it back in the day. And she did everything in her power to deny it. Only to come out and say, yeah, I would. But
and
because
nobody bash her though. Ain't nobody bashing her.
Right, but she was underage and she was trying to protect her career. Even at the sacrifice of theirs.
But they wanted to kill R. Kelly for messing with Aaliyah. Ain't that something?
See how things work? Also, and tell me, you did not just say that. Yeah, it's some more stuff I need to say, because like I said, been a whole entire week.
Oh Lord.
Jill Scott.
My boo.
Jilly
from
Philly.
Jilly from the block. Oh.
Jilly from Philly.
Oh, Jilly.
Jill
Scott.
Oh, Jill.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Jill wasn't looking beautiful in that video though.
Which video? My baby
Jill Scott.
I'm in love.
Was on Facebook. I follow her on Facebook.
I'm in love.
And she over the weekend got on Facebook sloppy drunk. Sloppy.
She was with me.
Ooh, she was drunk.
I was a bartender.
She was drooling level drunk.
I was a bartender.
And wants to go on Facebook.
I made her a drink of the week.
Mm-hmm. Which was it? The fat titties? Because she got them. But anyway, Jill Scott wants to go on social media drunk as how the old school said, drunk as Cooter Brown. I still don't know who Cooter Brown is.
No one.
But drunk as Cooter Brown.
Is the video still up there?
No, she since took it down.
Damn, I missed it.
I saw the video when it posted.
My girl.
Oh, she was drunk. She was towed up from the floor.
We do know she human, right? She human, my baby human.
I mean, she was towed down drunk. You know that drunk right before, you know that level of drunk right before you get ready to throw up in the toilet drunk. She was that drunk. She wasn't even cute drunk. She wasn't tipsy. She was and it gave me another drink. Yeah, Jill. So some people are coming for Jill like, this is we look up to you, Jill. Is this your behavior? Is this your behavior? Now here's the thing, I don't have a problem with Jill getting drunk. That's not a thing because people get drunk all the time. Niggas get shot every day, B. She be alright. I ain't got no problem with you being drunk. But I'ma put it like this. Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna put it like this. I have no problem with Jill Scott being drunk. My thing is, why do celebrities always feel they have this need to put all their personal business on social media?
Because they want to show that they're still human. They still want to live their life like everybody else does, regardless.
But the thing is, once you become a celebrity in that eye, even though in theory I agree with it, I understand it.
I understand why they don't write.
I understand you want your fan base to understand I'm still a human, I got flaws and this and the other. But the problem with it is it don't always get taken that way. It gets skewed, and then next thing you know, critics start getting involved.
Well, I say
labels get
I say
involved.
screw them, and that's the problem. If you're taking people's personal life into the consideration and taking their talent from it, that's the problem. That's what's wrong. We give these people too much fucking power.
But the thing is, when it comes to your label, it's just like, here's the thing: when you're a recording artist, we look at recording artists as stars. But the labels look at recording artists as
money.
Your money.
It's a marketing.
You're my employee.
It's a marketing.
It's their job. See, we don't see singers or rappers or athletes as employees, but that's really what they are. That's their job. They get paid millions of dollars to do their job, but it's still a job. And just like when you go to your job or I go to my job, there's certain criteria with your job. That's why even now in broadcasting and certain other jobs, you can't post certain things on social media, because if you post certain things on social media, guess what? Your employer can look at your social media and can make determinations based upon what they see on your personal social media. There's been people who have been fired off of their jobs based upon stuff that they have posted on social media.
Well, you know, that's part of our general order at our job.
Right. You can't be...
Even with this show, I have to be real careful. Certain things I say, because that is my full-time employment.
Exactly.
So, whatever. Look, I'm
as
like, whatever.
Opposed to me, you know, I own my company. I'm not firing me. I thought about it. I considered it. I gave myself an ultimatum a couple of times, but I can't fire me. But here's the thing. We don't see athletes or singers or rappers or musicians as that's a job. But guess what? It is. they have to report to their labels. Them athletes like LeBron James in the NBA and stuff like that, they got to report to the NBA, the National Basketball Association. They have to actually report to their coaches and the president of their particular franchise, things of that nature. So there's certain things they can't do. As an NBA player, they can't get out there and get to drinking and get drunk and get high, because guess what? They have to take drug tests too. Ask Lamar Odom about it. You just because you in the NBA and you get paid a few million doesn't mean you can go out there and just snort crack. You can't do that, because guess what? You're going to get dropped. And if you get dropped and they find that you are dirty, oh, guess what? You're going to be suspended. You can't be doing certain things. You can't be at the parties all night long, partying all night, knowing you got practice the next day. Or you got a game the next night, but you want to party all night. You can't do that. So, Jill.
I still love you, baby.
I love you, Jill.
Baby, come get drunk with me. I got you.
I love you, Jill. I still want to see you jump double dutch with a loose bra. That's my personal thing. But don't get sloppy like that.
Don't disrespect.
You can get a little happy.
Raw.
You can get a little happy.
Raw.
But don't get sloppy like that.
Raw. Please don't disrespect my baby mama like that.
Look. I want to see her jump double dutch.
Stop it. Don't disrespect
I want to see her jump double dutch. Jill, if I could come up with a couple meal, I want to see you and Jennifer Hudson have a double dutch contest with bras on with no underwires.
Jennifer Hudson lost her breasts and she lost weight.
I want to see y'all with some, and whoever pop out first get the money. Whoever pop out first gets the money. And yes, I said that.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
I feel like playing a slow song right now.
Oh boy.
I feel like doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little hypnotic radio right now. This is 7th Streeter. Before I do, right here on the Hip Hop Pharmacy. Let's go.
Is it over now? Or did you just say it 'cause you're anxious to get closer now? 'Cause I want you to be all over me, truthfully, honestly. I need to believe. I wanna let go, but I don't really know. I heard you got a girlfriend. Say it ain't so, you ain't on the low. I don't think I could handle it. I wanna go to another level with you, but before I do, Tell me you got an explanation, 'cause I need to know. Is it nothing? Is it something? Oh, just keep it real with me. Truthfully, honestly, I need to believe. Wanna let go, but I don't really know. I heard you got a girlfriend. Say it ain't so, you ain't on the low. I don't think I could handle it. I wanna go to another level with you, but before I do, I wanna know before I go there with you. So tell me if you do. I need to know before I go there with you. It's unfair, 'cause baby in my mind, oh, we should be together. Whoa, wanna let go, but I don't really know. I heard you got a girlfriend. I'm trying to go to another level with you, but before I do, I wanna know before I go there with you. So tell me if you, I need to know before I go there with you.
Ty Dolla Lopes.
Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol, we're like satellites for strippers. Running round and round we go on Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol, we're like satellites for strippers. Running round and round she go. We got dollar bills to kill. We got dollar bills to kill. Money to burn in our atmosphere. Well, I'ma turn it up, you burn it up. Turn it up, you burn it up. I turn it up, you burn them up. Murderer, murderer. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. I'm a dollar bill killer. I need you to stay. 5, 10, 20s, I'ma throw it. Work your way up to them big face sunnets. These other hoes been working all week. You getting more than that, just all me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We both work hard for this money. I see you going hard for me. It ain't no thing, you can take it off. If I keep on drinking, I'ma lose it all. Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol, we're like satellites for strippers. Running round and round we go on Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol, we're like satellites for strippers. Running round and round she go. We got dollar bills to kill. We got dollar bills to kill. Money to burn in our atmosphere. Well, I'ma turn it up, you burn it up. Turn it up, you burn it up. I turn it
the pole, got up and walked. Gotta kill these dollars, it can't be an assault. Need your real little mama, you can't be in my thoughts. Oh no, I knew a 10 down in Houston, so I wonder if you could do a slow move. Then speed it up, heat it up, drop it down, beat it up, take it off, make it tall, take a wall, make it fall. ATL, ATM, mama love, take it off.
Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol, we're like satellites for strippers. Running round and round we go on Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol, we're like satellites for strippers. Running round and round she go. We got dollar bills to kill. We got dollar bills to kill. Money to burn in our atmosphere. So I'ma turn it up, you burn it up. Turn it up, you burn it up. I turn it up, you burn them up. Murderer, murderer. I want you to stay.
These lights, cause I work hard for what I get, just so I can give my 10%. You better pay up or get out. I'm not into how you get down. Hope you love me in the moment, but I know where I'm going, and I'm just trying to get through this Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol. You're like satellites for strippers. Round and round and round you go. Saturday night for niggas, astronauts and alcohol. You're like satellites for strippers. Round and round and round I go. I need dollar bills to kill. You better have dollar bills to kill. Money to burn in my atmosphere, so I'ma turn it up, burn it up, turn it up, burn it up, turn it up, burn them up. I'm a murderer, murderer. You want me to stay? I'm talking 187, make that motherfucker. You want me to stay? 187, make that motherfucker. Man, girl, I made a killing off these drunk ass niggas tonight. But damn, they have my pole clean today. I'm sick of this shit. Next time, maybe to have my shit clean, because I can't go up in this strip club no more.
Hey, well, you know the other spot popping. Let's go to the other spot.
Now it's Sunday morning for sinners, preachers darling, holy water, be reborn beginners. Round and round we know it's like dollar bills sale. Make it rain on that collection plate. You need a dollar bill to save. Make it rain on that collection plate. You need dollar bills to save. Make it rain on that collection plate. You need a clap, I take it back. You need a clap, I take it back. You need a clap, I take it back. You need a clap, I take it back.
Little something for the fellas, you know. Well, ladies too. When y'all sitting up with y'all man, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all know what I be doing, you know. This for y'all. Yeah.
Let me tell you what I be about. Like when you hit it from the back and you eat it out. Do it in the room on the bed, then we hit the couch. Keep a pearl on your tongue, all up in your mouth. Nova, you a motherfucking freaky gal, going too deep. Ooh, got me saying ow. Nice when you spread these legs, see the top of your head. I'ma keep you fed, just like I said. me going and keep me coming. Hitting it hard, got me running, we hotter than the summer. Baby, smack my cheeks, that shit freaky to me. Banging to the music, you keep up with the beat. Red light on in the boom boom room, that it go orgasm soon. Morning time we go to noon. Crown Royal with the apple mix. Tipsy as hell if you a drug, then you my fix. Kissing them soft lips, lights, camera, action, freaky satisfaction. You nibble on my ear, you keep me laughing. We always reaching climax. The sexual sensation got me feeling unrelaxed. We still not done yet, ain't nothing like our sexing. Sweating and caressing my body, you be obsessing. So let's continue with our escapades. Keep it up and you can have it any kind of way. Sex, you better than rest. Oh boy, you take away the stress. I just wanna have sex right now. You put it down when you come around. Just wanna have sex, 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 sex. All I want is to get nasty. Your sex is the best, or you keep me so happy. I'm shaking everywhere that you touch. You grabbing on my butt, got me whimpering like, I'm yelling, please don't stop. You hit it from the side, then I get back on top. We moving like acrobats, beating up this cat. Every move you make is perfect, a genius in a sack. Damn, you make me wanna holler. Credentials is master, you like a scholar. You my sex doctor, always in need of a checkup. Pulling on my hair, keeping my neck up. I'm holding on to the pleasure, no other feeling can measure. Got me thinking about fellatio. Every moment with you is so insatiable. Sex, you better than rest. Oh boy, you take away the stress. I just wanna have sex right now. You put it down when you come around. Just wanna have sex, 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 sex. Oh.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Natia, Lil Mama Kirkland, and I'm on with Rob right here on Hip Hop Pharmacy.
We are back. This is the Hip Hop Pharmacy. I am your host, Rob the Reflex.
And I'm your co-host, Lady Brown.
And we're still fighting laryngitis.
Why we still talking about my voice? Why?
You ain't the only one that had it. That's why we didn't have a whole show last week. Y'all, you don't know the hate mail. It was real. People was hitting me up. Even the woman in this room, the short woman right here, she was hitting me up. Where's the show? It's like, because I can't talk. I don't want to hear that. Where's the show? And I was getting hate mail. I was getting death threats. Y'all don't realize.
You know what? I didn't tell you this. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting text messages and stuff too about it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Where's the show?
Yeah, I did. I honestly, truly did.
It's like, look, the worst thing that can ever happen to a rap artist, a singer, or a radio personality is getting laryngitis or be unable to use your voice. So
y'all gonna listen to me until I can't talk no more. So this what it is.
You know, so y'all didn't want me up here sounding like Harry from Sesame Street. Y'all didn't want that. You know, I was sounding bad. I was sounding like Wheezy Jefferson. George.
But the killer part, y'all, he want to call me. I want to have no text. Don't have no conversation. I want to hear that.
Look, I was trying to force it to work so I can try to get back and give y'all this show. And the reason I played the song that I played, not because I'm in the sexual mood, no. We did all that on Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, just because I can't talk don't mean I can't perform, damn it. I just couldn't talk to my wife.
You was for real. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Just because I couldn't perform
I didn't
to my
know.
wife don't mean...
I didn't know that's what we were going
If
with.
I got to use sign language, that's going to happen with me and my wife. But Valentine's Day, it was a beautiful day. I gave her gift. She loved the gift. Because, see, the thing is, men and women, put thought into your gifts for Valentine's Day. Don't do the chocolates and candy and the that's so passe. Unless she really likes that.
I need flowers every day.
Go beyond.
I like flowers.
Let me tell y'all what I did. Let me put y'all up on game. I went and got a crystal heart. Wrote an original poem. Had it cut into the crystal.
Engraved.
And gave it to her. She looked at that and it was like Lenny Williams, and the tears was running down my face. You know, it was real. It was real. It was a beautiful thing. Y'all just don't know. See, I'm showing my co-host. This is how I get down with my wife.
You want me to read it?
No. Because first of all, I don't never mention my wife's name on the show. So, but it was real. That's how you get down. See, you got to man up. You got to woman up. Forget them Russell Stover chocolates. And then if you're gonna get the
that's
chocolates,
all some people can do. Don't knock them. Don't hate on them. Let people do what they can do and what they man can.
Right, because I defended the man who went and got the hot and ready Little Caesars.
It was on the bus, exactly.
On the bus with his hot and ready Little Caesars pizza and some flowers he got from CVS, but he did.
It was the thought that counts. She didn't have to cook that night.
He
Thank
did
you.
something. Some of y'all up here been married 40, 50 years, ain't did nothing for each other but give each other a hard time. So put some effort in. That's all we saying. Put some effort in. No, that way you can make all kinds of gains.
Oh.
All kinds. Speaking of gains. Speaking of all kinds of games, we got a guest in the studio. She's getting ready to come out with an album called Nova's Revenge. And she's gonna make all kinds of games. All kinds. Y'all gonna get tired of me talking about her. Y'all gonna get tired of me letting y'all know about Nova. Because she's back in the studio in all her glory and all her little petiteness. See, y'all don't know. It's something about them. It's something about them little women. It's something about them little women. Y'all can keep them 6 foot tall basketball playing WNBA women. Y'all can keep them. I ain't got nothing against them, but y'all can keep them. Them Lisa Leslie types. Go ahead, keep them. Like my wife, 5'3". Put on one leg, just can put on one thigh, walk the walk. Just like Bill Cosby said, you walk the walk. You got to be able to have you a woman who you can throw over a shoulder and walk around the house with. See, Nova is shoulder carrying size. She's shoulder carrying size. But when she holds a microphone and gets to rapping, her voice ain't shoulder carrying size. Ain't nothing cute. Ain't nothing cute and little itty bitty about the voice. When she gets to rapping, it ain't cute little itty bitty. See, the package is small, but the contents of the package is huge, colossal, gigantic. I might even have to break it down in Spanish. Gorda flor. We got Nova in the building. Told y'all she was coming back. This is impromptu because she's going to be back again. She might be back 3-4 times. But we got her in the building. How you doing today?
Hey, how are you?
See, you heard that voice, right? That voice sounds so innocent. Sound like
I'm innocent.
You sound like you can sit there and watch the Care Bears with her. And tickle her feet. She just got one of those innocent voices. But G and y'all hear that NY and y'all like, oh my damn. So
I trick them.
Tell the people about this new project.
Well, I'm coming out with an album called Nova's Revenge. It's basically just like, if you listen to the album, it's basically like me just telling everybody how I feel, what I've been through in this rap game and life period, talking about relationships. And then I also got some stuff where it's a little bipolar, because, I'm angry, then I'm giving it up for the fellas, and for the ladies, the sexy song. So it's kind of like a versatile album, but it's basically like a message that I'm back. I'm coming back. So, Nova's Revenge. I'm coming.
See, here's the thing. Sometimes a person has to give you a thorough understanding that don't sleep. See, nightmares take place when you go to sleep. Sometimes people go to sleep and they have whole entire things going on in their head. Nightmares, horrible thoughts and everything. Sometimes it's not safe to go to sleep on certain folks. I'm just letting you know. There's certain people who get on microphones, you don't sleep on them. You can sleep on Amigos. You can sleep on Cardi. You can sleep on them. You can sleep on Vanilla Ice. You can sleep on individuals like that. You don't sleep on J. Cole.
You won't be able to sleep.
You don't sleep on Kendrick. You don't sleep on Rhapsody or 3D19. You don't sleep on Miss Hustle. You don't sleep on Fred the Godson or anybody with the Griselda group. You don't sleep on them. You don't sleep on Nas. You better not sleep on Nas. You might get a headshot. You don't sleep on Rakim. You better not sleep on Nova.
Nope.
You sleep on Nova, it might be a blanket party happening. See, you work in that environment. You heard the term blanket party before.
Yes.
Sometimes when you go to sleep in the wrong environment, somebody might get a sock and some soap, or a sock and a lock. Next thing you know, blanket parties, turnkey, and all that type of stuff. Somebody might tap a CO, be like, could you walk down that way? Walk down that direction. He was being real disrespectful. We need to teach him a few lessons about what goes on this tier. That's what you think. We still doing blanket parties on the radio here, on this radio station, on this show. We giving blanket parties.
People think they can say anything now and it's a hit.
We
no lyrics.
Giving you blanket parties with bars. We hit you upside the head with locks. 16 bar hits. We ain't giving you no rainbow bright songs over here. This ain't the Care Bears. This ain't My Little Pony.
Yeah.
We just ain't no Punky Brewster with no mismatched shoes. No.
Or Barney.
This ain't Barney. This ain't a bad episode of Webster. Then came you. No. This ain't that. This is bars over here. Real hip-hop take place over here. My voice is going away, but it sounds even rougher so y'all can understand the purpose of what I'm saying right now. I'm gonna give y'all a little track list real quick, just so y'all know how serious this is. Because when it's serious, you gotta discuss it.
Yeah.
Now, there's a song on here called Nova's Revenge. Sound a little strong.
Yeah.
Sound a little strong.
It's strong.
Then you got the song we got through playing. Nova just wanna have sex.
You can.
So you see that was that oh boy, I feel like touching something. Feel like touching someone. Maybe a couple of someones. And all. Just want to have sex. Sometimes you just gotta say it the way it gotta be said.
Yeah.
Then there's that New York interlude and I'm coming.
That's just a sample.
That's just a sample of her just walking in the door. She walking in the door, mic in right hand, and not in a good mood about it. Then you have Dope. Dope sound a little strong. Sound like you got something to say.
Yeah.
Sound like you got something to say about it. Then Everybody Mad. The remix, Everybody Mad.
Yeah.
Hell, I was mad when I said it. I'm mad now.
Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna get mad too, but it's gonna be a good mad though.
Feel some sort of way. I'm as mad as them guys that be outside at the end of the show, flipping over cars and breaking bottles. Y'all hear the end of this show. When we do the end of the show, them bald-headed brothers be outside just wilding out. Everybody mad.
Yeah.
You was mad when you was recording.
I was.
You was mad.
I was mad when I was writing it and recording, when I did the video.
Somebody got her up all hot and bothered about it.
Yeah.
Everybody mad.
But it make you blow off steam though. Everybody who listened to it said it got them through a angry spell.
You know what? It's a good mad though. It's a good mad. I heard a little bit of it.
That might be my 2018
Yeah.
I was cracking my neck when I heard a little bit of it. I was going to go on Bud K and buy me some brass knuckles behind it. It's like, look, I feel like I'm still back in South Central. I almost wanted to put on a blue rag. Y'all know about that. We ain't finna go into all that.
Dang.
We ain't finna go into that. Cause I know it's some people who listen to this show who's repping that other side. We ain't hating. There ain't none of that set tripping. But I'm just letting you know. There's 6 songs on this. 6 tracks. I just named all 5. It's 6 tracks on here. That's 6 shots.
You want me to tell the name of the 6th one?
I'ma let you tell.
It's called Oh Shit. Like after you done heard all that, you like, oh shit, then I come with the song,
That, you see what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Sometimes I'm looking over this direction. I'm looking back at your mother. See, your mother is in the studio. I'm gonna name a name. I'm gonna name an artist, and I'm guaranteeing you your mother heard of this artist. Millie Jackson. Now, Millie Jackson back in the day, because I'm of a certain age, Millie Jackson did a song called I Had to Say It.
Mm-hmm.
And Millie Jackson came out there and said, and this is a direct quote, the first 16. Gather round everybody. Everybody clap your hands. Now, I never tried this shit before, but I do the best I can. Now, I got something to say to you, and you might not appreciate it, but I don't give a damn if you like it or not. In fact, I don't care if you hate it. That is the type of mad that you can expect from Nova's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by Go Getters
Entertainment. LLC.
With that gorilla with the cigar.
Yeah.
And them bags of guap.
Yep. We
gon' let y'all know y'all need to be following her on social media. Give them the social media.
All right, it's
I ain't got to
on YouTube, Princess Nova 22, youtube.com/ Princess Nova 22. On Twitter is London Nicole, LONDONNNICOLE. On Instagram, Twitter at Nova Nicole. I gotta say that again for y'all so y'all can write it down, get y'all pens and papers. youtube.com/ Princess Nova 22. On Instagram, London Nicole. And at Twitter at Nova Nicole. So listen out for me. Got videos on there, everything, share, comment, love, like, share with everybody. Share with your mama, your daddy, your kids, your baby daddy, your ex, your ex-wife, ex-husband. Even if you don't like, share.
Find that ex that you broke up with.
I know, exactly.
When you was 16 years old in high school and you caught him cheating with that other girl on the cheerleading squad.
Let them hear Nova's Revenge.
Send them that song. Be like, I still holding a grudge. I know I'm 45. I know what happened when I was 16, but damn it, I'm holding a grudge.
Yeah.
Big payback. Need some get back. See, we play hip hop over here. Some of the hip hop we play over here hits you in the face. Some of the hip hop we play over here hits you in the gut. Some of the hip hop we play over here just hits you in the brain and is easy. See, Tina Turner said it best. We don't do everything nice and easy. Sometimes you gotta do it rough. I'm gonna play for you real quick something that's rough. We're gonna play something rough just to show you how rough sound.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got an interview. See, I interviewed, you know her from The Hunger Games. She was in the TV One movie titled Behind the Movement. She played the role of Miss Rosa Parks.
Mm-hmm.
I sat on the phone with the woman. She had some stuff she had to say, get off her chest. Had to tell you about the real story of Rosa Parks. We gonna play that interview, but we gonna get a little nice and rough. We gonna get a little nice and rough around here, cause this is a hip hop pharmacy and that's what we do.
Yep.
This is real nigga roll call. Lil Jon and East Side Boys featuring Ice Cube. You know, when you hear Ice Cube on something, Ice Cube, aka the nigga you love to hate, aka the Don Mega, it ain't gonna be pretty. Ain't nothing pretty about the song. But then again, ain't nothing pretty about the show. This is the Hip Hop Pharmacy. Get up and let's go.
Your motherfucking middle finger up in this bitch. ATL, St. Louis, Alabama, Chicago, the Carolinas, DC, Bay Area, Miami, New York, Texas. Y'all niggas can't fuck up my niggas, ho. if you lost, nigga, meet the boss, nigga. He's a super nigga with a group of niggas. Act stupid, nigga. I fucking nuke a nigga. Cause you's a happy nigga, and I'm a nappy nigga. Fucking scrappy nigga. Meet your pappy nigga. It's Ice Cube, nigga, and Little John, nigga. So if you're drunk, nigga, keep it crunk, nigga. Till you punk, nigga. Feel the funk, nigga. Get your testifying ass in the trunk, nigga. You wanna tell, nigga? I dump a shell, nigga. Send a frail, nigga. Straight to hell, nigga. That's your shelter, nigga. Help the skelter, nigga. And when I belt the nigga, y'all help a nigga. Y'all niggas can't fuck my niggas, ho. 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 Motherfuck that nigga, motherfuck that bitch. 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 Yeah, I see you and your little clique up in the club, nigga. I see y'all niggas over there talking that shit, fuck nigga. But you know what, nigga? What? Bitch niggas get dealt with motherfucking real quick. Can't you? Here we come, boy. Real nigga shoot to kill, better run, boy. Or you can tell me how I feel. I'm a real nigga, rich nigga, go get a bitch. Niggas know better, hoes better do what I say. Cause I'm insane in the brain. Insane, bitch, I got big chains in my veins. Real niggas never change. We just let it bang, roll through the gutter lane. Daddy said let him hang, cut him like his butter, man. Skeet, 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 no, that's the other man. Cause my skeet never leak out this rubber, man. TNA ain't worth a nigga's DNA. That crazy bitch, I had your ass off NJ. Fake niggas got these real bitches being gay. Till my peoples come around, it's like night and day. Now she wanna change her God and the way she pray. Authentic niggas only know that's the player way. Y'all niggas can't fuck with my niggas, ho. 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 Motherfuck that nigga, motherfuck that bitch. 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 We running this bitch, y'all niggas ain't shit. We running this bitch, y'all niggas ain't shit. We in the club getting drunk, you in the club getting stoned. We in the club getting drunk, you in the club getting stoned. We in the hood on the block, you in the hood getting shot. We in the hood on the block, you in the hood getting shot. We quick to show you what we got, you quick to run your fucking mouth. We quick to show you what we got, you quick to run your fucking mouth. We real niggas from the east and we got the fucking peace. We real niggas from the east and we got the fucking peace. We gangsta niggas from the west putting holes in your vest. We gangsta niggas from the west putting holes in your vest. My Midwest niggas hard, quick to pull your fucking car. My Midwest niggas hard, quick to pull your fucking car. And down south we set it out, blow your fucking face off. And down south we set it out, blow your fucking face off. Nigga roll call.
This is Hypnotic Radio, and we have a special guest on the phone lines today. She is the star of the upcoming TV One presentation, Behind the Movement. Please welcome to our show, Miss Maida Golding, to the show. How are you doing today?
I am most excellent. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. So TV One is doing this movie for African American History Month called Behind the Movement, and you are playing the role of Rosa Parks. Could you tell us a little bit about this presentation?
So this film is called Behind the Movement. It takes place over 4 days in December in 1955. From the day that Mrs. Rosa Parks refuses to give up her seat to 3 days later, well actually 4 days later, when the Montgomery bus boycott begins. So it is the chronicling of how the activists in Montgomery organized this boycott in 4 days, and also the personal journey of Mrs. Parks and what it was like to go from being an activist to becoming the face of a movement.
Now, when we speak of Rosa Parks' legacy and the Montgomery bus boycott, the first names we think of is Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. Who are some of the other unsung or unknown participants of the Montgomery boycott, and are they featured in this presentation?
Yeah, well, in a way, this film could have been called Hidden Figures, because it shines the light on a lot of these other activists. It wasn't just Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. It took a whole community, and it took a grassroots organization to get this off of its feet. They had been, Mrs. Parks was the secretary of the NAACP for over a decade before this ever happened. And the president of the NAACP was a gentleman named E.B. Nixon. And basically Rosa was his assistant, and they were out there in the 40s, reporting civil rights injustices. He was a quarterman, so he was always on the trains, going up and traveling all around. And Rosa was out there doing his bidding, but also Professor Joanne Robinson, who was a professor at the University in Alabama, and she was head of a lot of women's movements. A lot of people don't know how many women's groups really were the backbone of the civil rights movement. Also, Reverend Ralph Abernathy, a lot of these been well documented. The churches, Black historically, the last churches were, the original activists, and so without the church, that's how this is pre-social media, barely anyone had a telephone. So how people got the word out really was church and through children and through flyers and through students. So the church played a huge role. So we see a lot of the church leaders who were involved, Ralph Abernathy. And then also, there's a fable about Mrs. Parks. I knew, and I think a lot of people know what she did, but it was said that she was an old lady that was retired, and that's why, give up her age. She was not old. That's not even age, that's Z. But she wasn't tired. She was tired of injustice. This was resistance. This was a seasoned activist. And at the time, there was also a very famous, unfortunately, murder of a young boy from Chicago, and who was murdered that same year in the South when he went to visit his relatives. And his mother took pictures, Jet Magazine, a photographer from Jet Magazine came out with pictures, and it was shown all, everywhere, and everybody could see the brutality, the white brutality on this young innocent boy. And this was kind of the last straw, shall we say, what kind of was the tipping point, and that this was too much, because the two men who murdered Emmett Till openly said they did it, and they still, the verdict was innocent, they still got off. So it was, there was a lot of organizations, a lot of people behind the Montgomery bus boycott. Mrs. Parks was the catalyst, but it was a community.
And that is something that I think intrigues me the most about this film, is that we get to delve into the other names, because we don't in previous tellings of the story, you're correct, we've always heard she was tired and things of this nature. She was an old woman.
Her legacy and the civil rights legacy was discredited and not given the due, and not given also the time to show the narrative of it. So this, of course, this is it's a film, it's a piece of fiction. We were only able to show a certain amount of time, but it was based on books that were written by Mrs. Parks and by Joanne Robinson and E.B. Nixon's interviews. So we really tried to stick with the facts.
Okay. And I've also noticed that it also discusses and brings in the narrative of her relationship to her husband, which has never been talked about in previous tellings of her story. So can you tell us who is playing her husband, and what is the dynamic between Rosa and her husband?
Well, thank you for bringing this up because it was my great honor and privilege to work with Roger Denzier Smith, who plays Mr. Raymond Parks, who I should have mentioned because Mr. Parks was an activist in the 30s. He helped bring justice to the Scottsboro boys, these boys that were accused of raping, and he was an activist long before Rosa. And actually, was the one who inspired Rosa. Well, not completely, but the fact they had this strong bond. But again, there's this fable that Mrs. Parks was this little old lady who was probably, never married and all this stuff. And no, she was very much married. And in the movie, we depict, first of all, I don't think we get to see a beautiful black marriages in movies so much anymore. So that was a beautiful thing to show. And we also get to see that at the time, in 1965, there's a certain dynamic between a woman who is very engaged and in her life and her job, her role was actually putting herself at risk. Becoming the face of this movement meant that she was going to be target number one of white supremacists. In fact, Mrs. Parks had to flee. Damon and Rosa Parks had to flee Montgomery a year and a half after the boycott because they were harassed so much. And they moved to Detroit, and throughout their lives they were harassed. Mrs. Parks was beat up twice in Detroit. So the sacrifices that everybody took was huge. But I digress, because I can't produce. I'm sorry. But I also think that we also need to see the dynamic of, in the 50s, a woman with her husband that she didn't want to emasculate him because she was becoming the face of the movement, and that's his wife, and she had to kind of get his okay to do that. It's that fine balance that women have to play when they're out in the world and making choices. And also I would hope in most marriages that you make these kind of choices together, but we also get to see that part of her, and also, what it, because I tried to play Mrs. Parks as a human being, as a woman. She was a seamstress. She was a giant, but at the time, she was a regular woman who was doing just what she thought was right. And so we tried to say, okay, this is Rosa as an icon, this is Rosa as a woman, and what must that have felt like to put your life, your family's life on the line for the greater good.
And it's interesting that you mentioned Chicago when you mentioned Emmett Till and how that plays a part to a degree in that civil rights movement because Taraji P. Henson, who we know from the TV series Empire, has signed on to play Emmett Till's mother in an upcoming movie. And recently, on Young Turks, which is a news program that you see featured online, they talked about George Stinney and what he went through as being a 14-year-old African-American male who was executed in South Carolina in the 1940s for a murder that he didn't commit. And 70 plus years later, he was finally exonerated. And when you think of this particular situation with Emmett Till, how Emmett Till's accuser, the woman who allegedly he whistled at on her death, whistled at, allegedly, whistled at, she came on her deathbed and said she fabricated the whole entire ordeal. So you have two instances of young black males who were murdered and executed during a point in the civil rights movement. And this movie that you're in is such a strong, necessary movie in this climate. What is some of the parallels of this movie in lieu to what we're going through now with Donald Trump as our president and Black Lives Matter and the recent killing of the leader of the Black Lives Matter movement in New Orleans?
Well, thank you for that question. That's a beautiful question. I think that unfortunately and fortunately, this film Behind the Movement couldn't be released at a more poignant time. With this administration, we have seen the rise of white supremacy. We have seen language that is racist, sexist, policy that is going backwards. Our penitentiary system is already in shambles and at risk at becoming more and more of a prison for our men and women. I think that right now, it's a beautiful reminder, because sometimes in our comfort that we have living in 2018 and, being like we can go anywhere, we can sit anywhere, we forget that just a few years ago, you couldn't sit anywhere you wanted. You couldn't drink, in a fountain. You couldn't do so many things that we take for granted now. And it was only 60 years ago. And so if we don't participate and organize and continue to tell our stories, right? Because this story hasn't been told in a correct fashion, discredit the organization, the strategy of what really happened during the civil rights movement. And this is just 4 days of the civil rights movement. This isn't the whole story. This is 4 days.
Exactly.
Change happened, slowly and well, it didn't happen in many ways, but the civil rights movement was many people, many incidents. This was just the biggest, first, largest, massive struggle. So I think that this is a cautionary tale. I also think that this is it could almost be like a handbook because it shows how much organization and strategy went into it. Of course, we wanted to tell more, but we had only a certain amount of time to spend. So we're grateful that we got to tell as much, but the story is much bigger than this. But I hope that people are inspired by this, and I also hope that people find pride. Rosa Parks and everyone involved, these are giants. These are people who put their lives on the line for us. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this group of people. And we just went to Montgomery, Alabama, where we screened the film for the first time at the Rosa Parks Museum. And so a lot of the people in that audience were descendants of people in the movie or, ran the museum or had something to do with the civil rights movement. There were children who, at the time, they were the ones passing out the flyers in 1955. And just to pay homage to their legacy, to Mrs. Park's legacy, is a beautiful and necessary thing. I think right now also we're in a time of it's very divisive, and so we need to be reminded of dignity. And with this administration, with this president who seems to not know history or be very, very vulgar, when we look back at our leaders, they were the epitome of honor, principle. At the time, they were considered troublemakers. Now we think, oh my goodness, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. At the time, it was like, why are you doing slavery?
Exactly.
Grandparents were born slaves. So, I could go on and on and on. I don't know if I answered your question.
Oh, you definitely did. And the fact that when we think of previous presidents in that era, who they may or may not have agreed with civil rights, they didn't take on some of the vulgarity that our current president takes on. They may have had, a negative stance toward African Americans at that time. There were various laws that they wanted to keep on the books. Some of those laws are still on the books. But they didn't go about the harsh language that we have from this current president, which kind of makes the climate so horrible. But I think what the beautiful thing about this movie, which goes to that question, is that for the older generations who may have been alive at the time that the Montgomery bus boycott took place, this is the final telling of the true story. And they can, hold on to the legacy, and the legacy can finally be told the correct way. Yeah. For the younger activists who are out there who may be in part of organizations like the Black Lives Matter movement, that they have hope and they can learn and say the things that they went through then are the fights that we still have to fight now. And and there is hope. They fought hard, and look how hard they fought. This is how hard we have to fight, or harder, so we can keep this going. We can't go backwards.
No, we can't go backwards. On the upside, sometimes I wonder if I don't know, because of this administration, let's say, it has galvanized people to participate more. But I would like to encourage everyone that what I learned from all of, being part of this project, which was my great honor, is that, it's not just discussions and Facebook postings and Twitter postings. Bodies matter, showing up at a rally matters. Writing letters matters. Your body, be present. Even though it's great, eat all you want, write Facebook posts, but actually show up, because, things really shifted when a whole community actually placed their body in this boycott, and you see that in the civil rights movement, in the women's movement, in any movement, it takes people's bodies and presence. And I'm so inspired. If anything, I hope people, because it's been a really dark time, and so I hope the energy of this film, which is about people who believe in human dignity, it's inspiring. That vibration is where we should be, about seeing the prize, not just complaining and being upset, but actually being optimistic and committed to these ideals and what we know is right.
That there's still goals that we can meet.
Right, and to have that as a vision and to keep moving forward.
Back to the actual movie, who are some of the other actors and people who were involved in this movie? Well,
first of all, it's one who's this movie who developed this script. Isaiah Washington is a phenomenal actor, plays Mr. E.D. Nixon. Loretta Devine, a national treasure, and I just love to do my whole
Miss Dreamgirls herself.
Miss Dreamgirls herself, Loretta Devine, plays Professor Jan Robinson, and Roger Lindbergh Smith plays Raymond Park, Rose Park, my husband, and you know him from Smiley and the Spider movies and American Gangsta and these are our best actors. These are our artists. It's a very artful beautiful film that we, you know, I shot the bus scene. They brought in the actual Rosa Parks bus that she refused to get up out of her seat, and that's the bus that we shot the scene in. And so the feeling tone of that, all of the extras and the drips, I've never been on a set where extras would be using, you know, because everybody felt that this is.
The aura was there.
Yeah, that we need to be telling the story, and specifically right now, and that we're touching history. You know, as best we, you know, we're not there. It's a piece of art that we really try to say with the facts, and we all felt like this was an important story to be told.
We here at Hypnotic Radio, when we do these interviews, we try to pride ourselves in asking the questions that maybe other outlets may not ask. I want to ask this question. After doing this film, is there any other civil rights moment film that you would like to see that you feel you didn't get the complete story, that you would like to say somebody needs to take up that story and tell it to the totality that this film is telling Rosa Parks' story to?
You know, I am very interested in the 1940s in the segregated South, because that was a time when that was post-World War II, or even like in the 20s also, after so many of our black men went around the world and fought for the United States of America and came back and had to come and live in the segregated South with the Jim Crow laws. I am interested, that's really where we start to see, you know, people fighting for laws, where we really start to see, it's a time that we don't talk about, because at that time people were so scared because the white brutality was kind of like peak, you know? I mean, lynchings were happening then, and people always think about lynchings like as a Ku Klux Klan. Lynchings were public, you know, so I'm interested in that time because we don't know those stories. We know the stories that are more public, you know, post Montgomery bus boycott in the 60s and the 70s, when culture started to shift, when, you know, we had our white brothers and sisters joining the movement. But in the 40s and in the 30s, it was very, very dangerous to be an activist. You know, emancipation was not that long ago, so people, you know, still, the case of slavery was still there, you know. So I think I'm interested in that time period next.
But what a lot of people call the precursor to the civil rights movement, when there were people who were fighting, but they didn't have the names. And
they didn't have the support.
Right, they didn't have the support, and they didn't have the names of a Martin Luther King, or they didn't get that glory. These were just people who
The groundwork, like Ella Baker. Ella Baker was this woman who was Rosa Parks' mentor, and she was a women's organization, and she was teaching people in the 30s and 40s how to become leaders, how to organize, you know, because so much of political movements are about mobilizing people and organizing. And so it's a very interesting time that we wouldn't have had Rosa Parks
without an Ella Baker.
Yeah, without an Ella Baker, you know. So there's a plethora of stories, and I think now is the time to be telling them, you know, have more black stars that everybody, we're gaining more power, we're having more voice, So it's time that we talk more about our history, which is an incredible, amazing history.
I wonder when we talk about the civil rights movement and we talk about the Montgomery bus boycott, and then that was the catalyst that brought about the Freedom Riders and the different boycotts that took place throughout the country, here in Chicago, and ultimately led to, unfortunately, when Martin Luther King was assassinated, led to the riots, and then led to, the Black Panther parties starting. And now we fast forward to 2018, and we see you still have the Panthers, you still have Black Lives Matter, you still have other movements that spawn from the civil rights movement. I don't think there would be a Me Too movement or some of the other movements that take place now if the blueprint wasn't set up through the Montgomery bus boycott.
Yeah, these were our, I would say, like the Black Panther movie that's out was so exciting, but, Rosa Parks, Raymond Park, Nixon, those were the original Black Panthers, And so the stable that she was this little meatball, she might have been quiet and reserved, but have no doubt this was a fierce collective, a real deal from the state side out there, fighting for people's rights. Excuse me, we only have about 5 minutes. We only have about 5 minutes.
Okay. So, Maida, where will we see you in other films after this one? We need more of you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Finally.
Because I time deciding what's next, because Mrs. Park, it's a high bar, and I really want to continue to play a meaningful work, that I think is important and complex, and that, stories that need to be told. So I'm figuring it out now, but I hope you and the viewers will continue to pay attention, because see what I do next. It's a very high bar.
It was a pleasure to have right here on Hypnotic Radio the incomparable, I could say incomparable.
Yes.
Maida Golden. You must check her out Sunday on TV1's movie presentation, Behind the Movement. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward. And that was my interview with Hunger Games actress and the star of the TV1 presentation Behind the Movement, Miss Maida Golden. Beautiful Haitian American woman. Beautiful Haitian American woman. You can still catch Behind the Movement on TV1 on demand. And TV1, whenever they do their presentations, they will rerun them. So check your local listings for times and dates. You do not want to miss that. It is a great eye opener. This is the Hip Hop Pharmacy. I am your host, Rather Reflex.
I'm your co-host, Lady Brown.
Here we go with that voice again.
What? Oh my God! What the?
Let me hold you tight. Go ahead. Go ahead, give him to him.
If only for
you was started, you ascended, and then
yeah, I quit.
Yeah,
I have to quit. Oh, I don't want to Fergie this.
Don't Fergie it. Ooh, we did it too soon.
Or
too
Carl
soon,
Lewis.
You know, and the Rockets. Like I was telling y'all earlier, as bad as Fergie's presentation, if that's what you want to call it, of the Star Spangled Banner, she by far is not the worst. No, she is not. So I'm going to give you some who are worse. No particular order. Roseanne Barr. When Roseanne Barr sang it at the baseball game, that was terrible.
Roseanne said she did better than Fergie. I seen that trended on Facebook.
Roseanne Barr is a lying ass, and she said she did it better than Fergie. She lying through her teeth. Roseanne Barr, no. Which brings us to Ice Cube. I love Ice Cube's my boy, but he can't sing. Shouldn't have sung it at the Cubs game. Should not have sung "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." He sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," and I just it was the reason why I'm not a Cubs fan. He did not make it any better. You know, he would have been better if he had rapped it out, but no, he wanted to sing. Which brings us to a certain weed smoker by the name of Snoop. Snoop, don't sing, bruh. You tried it too many times. We still remember that debacle that you call Sensual Seduction or whatever that song was.
Sensual Seduction. That was my joint. You don't see me.
No, bro. Stick to basketball, stick to rap. By the way, Snoop can play ball.
Yeah.
He was at a basketball tournament.
They had a tournament, yeah.
All-Star Weekend, and he was the MVP. He doing behind the backs. He dunking on folk. Snoop can ball.
He better with that height.
Snoop can't sing, though.
I like his sing. Oh, but you know what? He also did a horrible singing thing on Pitch Perfect. It's a Christmas song that he sang on there, and oh my God, the girl had to save him, and she was on the drum machine to my "Here Comes Santa Claus," and he did not. He was like this, "Here comes." He was horrible.
Which brings us to other Christmas individual, and we all know him, and that's my boy. But DMX, don't ever sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. No, don't do that. No. You know, there's Donna and this and that. You know what? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Don't do that. Don't. No. Don't. Christina Aguilera, when she sung the national anthem and did not know the words at all, just did not know.
She said she didn't care. She know how to sing.
And then oversang the wrong words. If you're going to oversing, at least make sure you got the words right. You know, don't add all that flourish and try to add all that extra and you're singing the wrong words. But the worst of the worst, Olympic gold medalist, track Hall of Famer, the one and only Mr. Carl Lewis. Now, Carl Lewis has won gold medals at the Olympics. Was at one time considered the world's fastest man. But he could not outrun that debacle of him singing the Star Spangled Banner at that Bulls game. Anytime you sing the Star Spangled Banner at a Chicago Bulls game and Michael Jordan almost passes out from laughter, that's when you know it done went wrong. And the Rockets, Rick Ware, in the land, the free. Yes, he
didn't, and he didn't know the words neither.
And then said, "I'm gonna bring it on home for y'all." He seriously thought he was getting down. He was like, "I'm gonna bring it home for y'all." You should have left it out there. Don't bring it home, bruh. Whatever it is you want to bring home, don't bring it home. Some things you don't need to bring home. Leave it where it was, bruh. Leave it where it was. Now, I want to bring it back to what we was talking about with Miss Maida Golding. And the fact that we was talking about Black Panther, and I mentioned this earlier, we're going to talk about another Black Panther. Not the Marvel character, but the Black Panther Party. This past weekend on PBS, check your local listings, they ran the documentary, and I've seen the documentary before. And it's called The Black Panthers, The Vanguard of a Revolution. If you have not seen it, you need to see it. If you have not seen it, your eyes will be opened wide when you see some of the things that took place. How the meal program was started by the Black Panther Party, and how that meal program is still instituted to this very day in public schools throughout the country. But a lot of people don't know that the breakfast program that you see at Chicago public schools, that started with the Black Panther Party. They started that. The Legal Defense Fund, so that African Americans could get legal services, that started with the Black Panther Party. There are things that you do to this very day that were instituted by the Black Panther Party at that time. But because of fear, because racism and hatred are nothing more than byproducts of fear. When you think of racism and all of those things, understand, racist people, the reason they hate you is because they fear you. They fear what they do not want to understand. They fear what they do not, they fear differences. They fear those things, because if I do horrible things to you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to live with a certain level of fear. You know why? Because when I do horrible things to an individual over a series of decades and centuries, now we're not talking about years, we're talking about centuries here. When you do horrible things to a group of people over a period of centuries, there's an inlatent fear that you're going to fear. Because the reason you feel that fear is because you know what you did was wrong. It's like Michael Jackson said, you're doing wrong. You're doing wrong. The reason you feel that fear is because the last thing you want is for those people that you stepped on to realize they've been stepped on. Because once a person realizes they've been kicked, once they realize they've been stepped on, people don't like being kicked. People don't like being stepped on. See, it's one thing when you kick someone and they're unaware of the kicking. It's a whole nother thing when they become, as we use now the term, woke. And once they become to a point where they realize they're being kicked, some people, when you kick them enough times, they want to kick back. Now imagine that fear. Imagine what white racist, white supremacists have to live with, in the fear of, what if black people were to actually unite? What if black women and black men were to say enough is enough, and they actually did unite, and they actually did get to a point where they was like, you know what, it's time for us to make some moves here. This like, we ain't going for this one no more. I ain't about to go. I ain't going no more. and you got educated black people leading, and you got the strong black people following, and the leaders is like, we're not going to tell them to hold back and pray no more. We're going to tell them to take up arms, or we're going to tell them to stand up for themselves. Imagine that level of fear. Imagine the level of fear of, damn, we did that wrong, and they not putting up with it no more. And the fact that there are black people in government, there are black people in industry, there are black people in the technological fields. We're not in the slavery movements anymore, ladies and gentlemen. You got black people have infiltrated every single solitary avenue within society, from music, athletics, science, mathematics, technology, industry, blue collar, white collar, no collar. We have infiltrated all forms of society. You cannot shut us out anymore. So to imagine if white supremacists had to live in a fear of, like Public Enemy says, fear of a black planet. Imagine that much fear. Imagine what a Klansman would feel like if he had to stare down 100 or 200 or 300 or 400 angry black people, and he's outnumbered and they're upset. Imagine how much backpedaling takes place. Imagine what Donald Trump would feel like if he had to go and stand in a room with a bunch of angry, educated black people, men and women, and they standing there unified and saying, no, we want some damn answers, and we ain't leaving up out of here until we get some answers that satisfy us. And you ain't gonna leave out of here in one piece if you don't give us some answers that satisfy us. Imagine that level of fear. But here's what the Black Panther Party said. The Black Panther Party, let's dispel some myths, ladies and gentlemen. The Black Panther Party was not a gang. Don't let the narrative or individuals try to rewrite the history and tell you that it was. It was not. There was for self-defense. They were people that stood up for the rights of African Americans against a racist, improper system. They stood up and knew the law. Here's something that a lot of people don't know. Huey P. Newton, correction, Dr. Huey P. Newton, Ph.D. See, a lot of people, when we talk about Huey P. Newton, we don't ever refer to him by his full title. Do you notice that? We never refer to him by his full title. We just say Huey P. Newton, leader of the Black Panther Party. You don't ever hear people refer to him as Dr. Huey P. Newton, Ph.D. But guess what? He had a Ph.D. He got his Ph.D. in 1980. So he actually was highly educated. He was no fool. He was just no dummy out there. The members of the Black Panther Party were educated black men and women who were educated in various different fields of study. They knew the law. That's how come they knew that they were being abused by the law. So they was like, we are going to make sure that you stand up to the letter of the actual law here. You're not going to manipulate the law to better you and to hurt us. We're going to stand to the letter of the law. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this documentary, which I really do want y'all to see because I'm going to post it, but here's another thing that I want to take into account. When we talk about the movie Black Panther, the Marvel movie that just came out. When we talk about the Black Panther movie, When we talk about the Black Panther movie, here's a big thing that we must take into account. There's a lot of people who suffer from that disease I was referring to earlier. DNS. Disgruntled Negro Syndrome. What is disgruntled Negro Syndrome? That's when uppity Negroes, and yes, I'm saying uppity Negroes, have always had something negative to say when it has something to pertain to us, pretending that they are woke when they are they're not even asleep, they're comatose, but they claim they're woke, but they're comatose. Let's talk about these individuals. Here's some of the things that they will say since the movie came out. Y'all didn't support Birth of a Nation and Django Unchained. Yes, we did support Django Unchained. That's how come Django Unchained was up for an Academy Award. So we did support Django Unchained. It's a Disney movie, and the Black Panther character was written by Stan Lee. Yeah, but guess what? And you're right, Stan Lee is not an African American. He's a Caucasian. But guess what? Stan Lee wrote Black Panther. He didn't have to. How many white people didn't do anything? So it doesn't matter who was woke, as long as somebody was woke. So he was woke enough to say that this needed to be done, because guess what? He was the first one. Before there was a Nick Cage, before there was Storm, before there was Falcon, Black Panther was the first African American superhero in a comic. Learn your history. So, and he didn't make him subservient. He didn't make him less of a superhero character than any of the other Marvel characters. He made him equal to him. And he crafted a whole entire world of Wakanda. Had Black Panther marry Storm from the X-Men. Also had black women, African women, as seen as warriors, as individuals who were equal. He did this. How many black illustrators, even to this very day, still fail to do it? I'll wait. How many of you still don't do it because you are falling under the pressures of white Hollywood? Now, some of y'all be like, well, you know, we need to support the here's where Black Panther does, and I'm gonna get you surface dwellers to understand what the importance of the movie really is. What this movie can be is a catalyst. Use it, write it down, add it to your lexicon. The word catalyst. What does that mean? By showing black people in a positive light, by showing Wakanda, by showing us as technologically advanced, and showing this in Africa, and showing people of brown skin, dark skin, men and women of regalness. It empowers people. But what also it does, it empowers Hollywood. You know why it empowers Hollywood? Because there was a time where black directors and black producers felt like we can't do a movie like this because it would not sell. And we would be spending all of our money to produce and to direct the movie, and it wouldn't sell, so I'm not going to do that movie. Well, guess what? Black Panther just sold, over the first weekend, sold $218 million in the United States alone, making it one of the largest box office draws of any Marvel picture ever. So what does that show Hollywood? There's money in it. What does that show the black people out there, other black directors? I can do another movie. Maybe we could do a Nick Cage movie. Maybe we could do a Storm movie. Maybe we could do a Cleopatra movie with a black Cleopatra for once. Because now we can say it might actually sell. Black Panther sold. And we're not gonna do it on a shoestring budget. You can give us a few $100 million, the same few $100 million that you give to the other franchises like Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark and all those other movies. Oh, and then there's those people who got the DNS disease who say, well, why we gotta be extra and go out there and dress up? Have y'all not paid attention to every damn Star Wars movie that ever comes out? How many times you see a Star Wars movie and you see a bunch of people dressed up like Yoda and dressed up like Darth Vader and Darth Maul and all this other stuff, going to the theater dressed up like their favorite Star Wars character, and no one questioned it? How many times have you seen people go to movies dressed up as characters? You know what that is called, ladies and gentlemen? It's called cosplay. So how come black folks can't cosplay? How come we can't cosplay? How come I can't dress up like Black Panther? How come I can't dress up like Nick Cage? Like Luke Cage? How come my co-host can't dress up like Storm? How come she can't do it?
I do that every day.
How come my daughter can't dress up like that? How come Nova can't come out there and say, I want to dress up like the Black Catwoman? I don't want to represent the Judy Newmar version. I want to represent the Eartha Kitt version.
Eartha Kitt, Halle Berry.
I'll wait. See, I'm preaching to you right now. Y'all need to see me on camera. I'm animated. The reason I'm animated about it is because I'm not going to put up with the BS of y'all throwing us under the bus. And we're not talking about white folks throwing us under the bus. Oh, and there was some white folks who did that. Oh, let's talk about the fake pictures on Instagram of white folks saying, I was attacked when I went to go see Black Panther, only for it to be called out as fakes. Hell, y'all can't even fake it right, because y'all posted a picture of a woman with a black eye who was getting her ass beat by a white man who was a politician, but y'all wanted to post it up there like she got beat up while going to see Black Panther. You idiots. Like we don't know how to do research. Huh? So here's some reality for you. If I decide I want to go out there with a loincloth and a spear, not saying I am, but if I choose to, I got that right. If I want to go out there wearing a drum, I got that right. If my co-host want to go out there with her locks, but if you choose to, you got that right. If you want to cosplay and dress up like one of the women from Wakanda and dress as one of the warriors, and you wanted to be out there like Lupita and be and portray one of the characters in the movie, she got that right. My sons, my daughters, in a metaphoric sense, we have that right. And if you say we don't have that right, the next Star Wars movie, which will be coming out in 2019, then when that next Star Wars movie come out, I better not see a damn Darth Vader nowhere in a movie theater nowhere near me, because as soon as I see it, I'm knocking that helmet off your head. And yes, I said that.
You didn't say that. Tell me.
Okay.
You did not.
It is. I'm going to give you a little bit more music, and then we're going to come back with the drink of the week, because we could do that. I came with some hardness, but I'm finna ease it back into the soft. We're going to go back into the soft. We're going to play some R&B. Calm folks down. Make y'all feel a little sensitive about it now. This is Monica. Until it's gone. Y'all calm now. I'm calm. You calm? I'm calm. Mm-hmm. Feel some sort of way. Right here on the Hip Hop Pharmacy. Let's go.
It's a shame you ain't want it when you had it. Hey, gave my love and you took the shit for granted. Hey, and it was me those nights. Crying to my mama, blowing up your phone. Just wait a little while. You gon' see that this gon' hurt you more than it hurts me. You fight, and it was me those nights didn't come home, crying to my mama, blowing up your phone. Just wait a little while, baby, gonna see that this gon' hurt you more than it hurts me. You gon' miss me when I go.
See, wasn't gone long. This is the Hip Hop Pharmacy. I am your host, Rod the Reflex.
And I'm your co-host, Lady Brown.
And it is now time, ladies and gentlemen, for the drink of the week. I know you're trying to look. She says she's seen some of it. See,
I didn't see the whole thing, only seen the first 2 words.
You shouldn't have said it.
I don't know what it was on.
Shouldn't have said it.
What was it on?
Nah.
I didn't see the last part. What was it on?
Oh, no.
He messed up by setting it down within eyesight.
So since she saw some of it, now we had to switch it up.
Let me make my own drink of the week. Oh, punch him in the eye.
So, our disclaimer. If you are under the legal age to drink in this municipality or any other municipality throughout the United States, please ignore this particular segment of the show. Thank you. Please do not drink and drive. Please do not drink and operate heavy machinery. And above all else, and this is a new one, if you're going to get drunk, stay your ass off of social media. Do not post videos.
Why you keep coming for my girl?
I didn't say her.
But that's what we was talking about earlier. Don't come for her.
I didn't say her.
Don't come for her.
You feeling guilty? I didn't say her name. I'm still not saying her name.
And you said
I ain't saying no name. I ain't saying no name.
But you said she took it down, right?
Yeah, she took it down. I ain't saying no name. I ain't saying nobody name.
She human.
It ain't my fault. She was living her life like it's gold and living her
That's
life
right.
like
She sure
gold.
was. You know I love Jill Scott.
Yeah, good. Glug. Yeah.
She was not talking like that.
Drunk. Sloshed. Inebriated.
She was white girl wasted?
She was Ned the Wino drunk.
Wow.
Ned the Wino drunk. And now the drink of the week is provided to you by the lovely Lady Brown. Oh, it's still up. It's on YouTube.
I'm going to have to check it out. So the drink of the week today is, oh my goodness. No, I can't talk like this right now. No, I lost it.
No, you didn't.
Where did it go?
Hell, you didn't.
Yeah, it did when you reached over.
Nope.
Check out my bazaar.
I can hit one button.
I can't say that with her mom in here.
Cover your mother's ears. cover your mother's ears. You know, we have dignified individuals within the studio. But at the same time, she knows that, you know, she's heard this show before.
Oh,
You've heard this show before. You know I say some stuff on this show. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do it first. I'm gonna turn this direction. I'm speaking louder so y'all can hear me in the studio. Man, can I get permission from you to partake in the name of the drink of the week for today? You are not safe.
Okay, so ladies and gents, it's Lady Brown and I have your portion of the drink of the week. Today it's called Fuck Me Over Again.
Yes, that's the name of the drink. It's a real drink.
Yes, it's called Fuck Me Over Again, and the ingredients are 1 ounce of orange liqueur, 1 ounce of Cuban rum, 1 ounce of tequila, 2 ounces of ginger ale, and 3 ounces of orange juice. Pour the triple. Why do they always do? Anyway,
they always add that triple sec at the end.
Pour triple sec, light rum and tequila into a highball glass over ice. Stir together. Then add orange juice and ginger ale. Serve, and you can serve this in a highball glass.
So when you go to your mixologist, to your favorite drinking spot, saddle up to the bar with your nice dress on, your nice suit on. It's enough. It's something to be said for turtlenecks, brothers. Come bring.
Let them go.
Back.
Let them go.
Bring the turtleneck.
Let them go.
And you look at your bartender. She's getting the ice from out of the ice maker, making drinks for everybody at the bar. You're gonna call your bartender over, and you're gonna say, "I want you to give me a fuck me over again."
She gonna slap you.
Now, if your bartender is any type of freak and decides to pull you back to the back, we ain't got nothing to do with that. However, you can send us the video footage to facebook.com/the hip hop pharmacy. Please put the little black square around the eyes, and if you're sagging around any sagging parts.
There you go again. Go again. Why do you constantly do that?
But make sure # boinked by a bartender.
What by a bartender?
Hashtag boinked by a bartender. Some of y'all doing y'all bartenders with barmaids, waitresses, the DJ. Come on now. Some of y'all doing it. Last night the DJ saved your life.
DJ saved my life. Ooh, my voice.
Yeah, sometimes
My voice is
DJ
messed up
saves your
today.
life with a whole lot of stuff. But this is the end of the show. There is no more. You can listen to the Hip Hop Pharmacy every Monday through Thursday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Spreaker.com or on your Spreaker app. You can download the Spreaker app on any, and I do mean any, absolutely any, positively any smart device from the Google Play Store or from Apple iTunes. You can also follow this show on our social media at Facebook.com/.
Oh, the Hip Hop Pharmacy. I'm sorry.
Instagram.com/
The Hip Hop Pharmacy.
Twitter.com/
The Hip Hop Pharmacy.
And on all Amazon streaming devices throughout the country, throughout the world. We are global. We are everywhere. And we got some more surprises coming up on later episodes, because we're soon to be approaching that 200th episode. And when because we're going to hit that 200th episode before this year is over with, because we're at 164 now. When we hit that 200th episode, we're going to have some special stuff.
I'm getting drunk on air.
Because on the 200th episode,
I'm getting drunk on air.
We're giving away some stuff.
Oh, we're going to give away, I can do your makeup for something.
We're giving away some stuff. We're giving away some stuff. I ain't gonna tell you what the stuff is, but stuff is going to be given away. Valuable stuff.
What they gotta do though?
Good stuff. Some of y'all gonna be feeling some sort of way like, ooh, I gotta tune in for the next 100 episodes after that 200. I'm sticking around, because y'all gonna get some stuff. But y'all gonna have to pay attention to the show, because I'm not gonna make it easy.
It's gonna be hidden clues.
It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be some stuff. Plus, we got some interviews coming in, studio interviews coming up. And also tune in to Hypnotic Radio. It's not returning this week. It's returning next week. Y'all know it's returning next week.
Yeah, mine is still down and commission. It'll be up in the second week of March. So we'll see.
All the slow jams, it will be returning. And it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Metro Exchange TV. Oh, y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all not ready for Metro Exchange TV. This shit about to get real. So, for the woman to my immediate left, Miss Lady Brown, I am Rob the Reflex. We're about to leave up out of here, but them bald-headed brothers is outside. Here we go.
Every day.
We've been gone a whole week. They wait. I wonder if they was here.
I don't have the energy today. Can't you tell?
I wonder if they was here with the week we wasn't here, or did they get the memo and just didn't show up? But they out there. We out of here, people. We out of here. Lord help us. We'll be in tomorrow.
Back the fuck up. What the fuck that nigga said? What the fuck he said? Let the game say shit.
I got some bad news. Due to the fact we got some boy-head motherfuckers outside. They out there throwing bottles and flipping over cars and shit. Yo, them niggas burning buildings and fucking. Yo, they fucked it up for everybody. So all y'all motherfuckers, y'all gotta get the fuck out. It's over. Leave.